Okay, today let's talk about participles and participle phrases. Now, we have already talked about participles in the past. We said that participles were words that look like verbs, but they act like something else. Participles and gerunds are the same like that. Gerunds look like verbs with that ing, but they act like nouns. Participles are a little different because participles look like verbs, but act like adjectives or adverbs describing words. A participle phrase is composed of the participle plus any of its modifiers or objects. I'll give you an example. So the word running right here, running is going to be my participle because it looks like a verb. I know that I can run, but in this sentence, that's not what the subject is doing. Who is this sentence about? The sentence is about he. And what did he do? He bumped. Now, what describes him? Well, running down the hall. Running down the hall tells us when he bumped into the principal. Technically, it's going to be working as an adverb. The important thing for you to be able to see is that running is not actually happening in the sentence. Bumped happened in the sentence. Running down the hall describes when he bumped. That's the participle. Another example down here, riding his bike, he struggled up the hill. We have he, that's who the sentence is about, and what did he do? He struggled. Now, when did he struggle? Riding his bike. And riding in the sentence is not happening, it's describing when he struggled. Okay, let's look at an example of this in your super fun IXL. Okay, so I see to select the participle or participial phrase. Runners in middle and long distance track events usually begin from a standing start, but sprinters who need greater initial power for a short dash typically use a crouch start. Now, one hint that I will give you is that a lot of participles end with ing, just like gerunds do. So that would be the first thing that I would go looking for. In this sentence, I'm going to see the word standing. That has an ing. Well, in this sentence, is anybody standing? No. In this sentence, what is standing doing? Standing describes start. What kind of start? Standing. So I'm going to click on standing. Good. That's right. Now I'm going to be asked which part of the sentence the participle modifies or describes. We've already answered this. Standing describes what? The start. What start? Standing. And I'm going to click on that. Let's do one more together. Apparently, you were quite convincing in the debate competition since you managed to defeat the state champion. Well, in this one, let's check this out together. And we're going to go with quite convincing because that describes me. Very good. ing is going to describe me. So, who was quite convincing? You. Very good. So you are looking, guys, typically for an ing. Sometimes you're not going to have it. Sometimes you will have it. In this one, we don't have an ing. In this one, near her front porch swing, Miss Griffin keeps an extra key concealed under a flower pot. Well, what is this one about? It is about Miss Griffin. What does she do? She keeps. What describes the extra key? It is concealed. And concealed is going to be my participle. And concealed under a flower pot goes to key. Very good, guys. If you have any questions, please contact me.